Good evening ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Tonight once again those badass motherfuckers that call themselves Wheel-to-Wheel Racing go at it. Join my good mate Footna for his fun fact alongside our commentary boys. So crack open a cold alcoholic beverage, plonk your ass down in front of a TV and oogity fuckity boogity, let's go racing.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
5, 4, 3.
Boys.
Hello and welcome to round 11 of Wheel to Wheel Racing, proudly supported by Track Racer. Tonight we're in Austria for some wet and wild racing here at the Red Bull Ring. This 4.3 kilometre circuit is 10 turns and should provide us with lots of excitement as the Lobby A boys do their best to keep their cars on the track. Joining me tonight in the commentary, it's a very good evening to my fellow commentator, Vintage Racer. How are you?
Yeah, good, Rexy, good. Yeah, a bit wet after my last race, but yeah, nonetheless, it was fun.
Outstanding. And also on visuals tonight, we have Fine Moves. Good evening.
Yep, how we doing, boys?
Yeah, good. I believe the stream's just dropped out for a second.
I think the lobby crashed.
The lobby's dropped out for a second. So, but that's okay. We can talk about our race if you like for the moment.
Yeah, I think it was really, for me it was very interesting. The Lexus is a bit of a handful, especially in race one. It's like literally driving on ice or oil. I did some practice during the week and I tried some other cars. I thought the Aston Martin was particularly good. I was the second faster in that straight away. And of course the other car that's just a monster around here is the GTR Nissan. I mean, four-wheel drive. It's a cheater. It should be banned.
It should be. I had the pleasure or the displeasure of racing against Warpath, and he was just. It was, yeah, he may as well be racing in the dry. But it is the first race, very tricky, slippery conditions, full wet tyres required. Should provide for some interesting racing tonight. And then the second race, the conditions aren't as bad, so you'll probably see a lot of the drivers go onto intermediate tyres. And then the strategies will come in. Being a 16-lap race, that second race, being able to conserve your fuel and trying to do a no stop, I think is going to be key tonight.
Yeah, look, definitely, Rexy. I was actually quite surprised in our second race. I mean, I was massively fuel saving, and I knew the Lexus could get there if I was really short shifting it, and I did get there. But what surprised me really was the number of drivers that were on the same strategy. So the group wasn't the front group was pretty tight. There was probably about 8 seconds across, maybe the first 8, and just the strategy, everyone short shifting. I was secretly hoping I'd be seeing them file into the pits, and then when I got to the second last lap I thought they're not going to stop now. Up-U was in front of me. He had a terrific race in the lead. Up-U, unfortunately he ran out of fuel on the last turn and gave up second place, which was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just didn't save enough fuel for him, and yeah, I'd love to say live and learn for next time, but that was our last GR4 race, and to be honest I can't say I'm sorry to see that Lexus go.
No, I'm happy to be out of the Group 4 Mustang, that's for sure. So I don't know if they're going to do a one-lap trial to begin, but in the meantime I might jump out there. Fire moves you in the lobby now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to jump on me and I'll take you for a lap around this Red Bull track.
Yeah, go for it.
So starting in the pits, just going to pop out in front of Zoo here. So really tricky conditions, full wets required. So I've got another Mustang of Tombo in front of me. Be interesting to see how Tombo goes around here tonight. So as we come out of the pits, you're really sort of short shifting to sort of reduce that wheel spin. As we come up to the second corner here, I'm braking at the 150, down to first gear, sort of just rolling through, feathering the gas. First, second, third, also I see Tombo just get a little squirrely. I'm going to go for the overtake here. Tombo's going to be wondering what I'm doing here, so I'm looking to brake at about the 170, 175 metre mark here, down to second. Trying to clip that ripple strip there. He's got a little bit sideways and a little bit more sideways. So third, fourth gear. Here you're looking at braking at about the 70 metre. trying to get in as tight as you can to this corner here. Want to sort of hug that ripple strip. Or qualify, I'm not going to be able to do it in time. But again, there's a fair indicator though of how tricky these conditions are and how wet it is. So actually I'm in the qualifier, so I'm just going to have to back out. So there we go. But really, really tricky conditions for this first race. So it's going to be interesting to see who does what. I'm expecting somebody like Pure Axel to be quite quick in that McLaren. Vintage, who do you see as someone to watch tonight?
Look, certainly no one in an Audi, that's for sure. I think Piper, just I did a couple of lobbies with him during the week, just shocking off the start. And the start here, believe it or not, I think is quite crucial. It can really catch you out. So if you've got to get a good launch, less wheel spin. I was actually starting the Lexus in second. But if you're asking me who I think is going to win, I don't have to say, I don't know. Hang on, let me have another look.
Tell you what's interesting, we've got Adam V up in Division 1 for the first time.
Yeah, look, I've been racing with Adam V all week. He's going to be one to watch tonight. He's new to wheel, and he's quite consistent around here in that Aston. So, look, I think he's going to be my dark horse pick for tonight, and I think he will definitely be a podium in the first race at least.
Yeah, I went on board with him, again during the week, and he's super smooth in that car. Doesn't put a foot wrong too much, and that gives him his speed. And that's, part of it around here. You do have to be smooth. So, yeah. So hopefully it's a good battle tonight. It's hard to pass too in the wet, isn't it, Rexy? It's a little bit tricky.
It is. Look, there's quite a few passing opportunities. Turn 1, turn 2. Under brakes are not too bad, and then if you get a really good drive out of the last corner, out of the Red Bull Mobile corner, you can actually get a good run down that start-finish straight.
Yeah, definitely. The key here is really reducing your wheel spin on corner exit. Coming out of turn 3 up the top is obviously really, really tricky because it's so slippery up there. I was coming out of that turn in third gear during this race just to get the grip. Otherwise, it just wheel spins, and it's just too challenging. Yeah,
I too was using third gear through that corner. But as the boys go through qualifying, we'll kick things off and see who's racing tonight. So, as we said, Adam V10, new to wheel, first time in Lobby A. He's in leading the boys around at the moment, followed by Early in the M4.
Yeah, next up we've got wheel-to-wheel Piper in that Audi front-wheel drive, which is, as I said, is going to be a challenge off the start. And then Pan Mac in the Jag as we see him drifting down through the turns.
Yeah, next we've got Squiddy in another BMW, followed by Zoo in the Repsol Toyota 86.
Yeah, then we've got Super Dragon. Super Dragon loves it around here. He loves to get involved as well. And following him is Tombo in the Mustang.
Following Tombo, we've got Pagani. It's his first run in Lobby A tonight, or Div 1, in the Lexus. He's been quite successful in Div 2, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs in the Lexus around here in Div 1. Then we've got MPR in the Toyota 86.
Yeah, and in 11th we've got Intrinsic in another Jag. Be interesting to see how Intrinsic goes tonight. Wish him well, and hopefully he's all right. See Zoo's just pulled over there looking for a gap. What do you reckon for qualifying here, Rexy? Do you want to do it on your own? Do you want to be out on your own?
Yeah, for me, I wanted to just get out of the pits. I wanted to be first on track. Then I don't have to worry about anybody having any issues. Red Bull in the rain, it's one of those tracks where you can lose 2 seconds just because you got too much wheel spin out of a corner. As the times roll in, those 152s is where I expected everybody to be, 152, 153s, but you'll also probably see 54s, 55s. It's so easy to get it wrong in these conditions. You want as much space as possible.
Early's out front with pole so far.
Yeah, it's great.
And Squidly.
Great time from early.
Nice.
Yep,
Ooh,
yeah,
Squidly
look,
second.
We just saw someone go off track in the background there.
That was Adam V10, I think.
Ah, right.
So
Yeah, great job early in the BMW.
Yeah, he's a bit of a surprise. I didn't think Early would be up there, but well done to Early.
What do you think of the
leading him
BMW?
around.
What do you think of the BMW round here, Fine Moves? Do you think it's suited to the wet track?
You know what? I hate this track. That's why I've taken the week off, and especially in the wet. I just can't seem to get corners 1 and 2 right. They're really difficult with those shortcut penalties. So the BMW GR4 is a strong car, so they should do well.
Yeah, the BMW is a strong car. It's been, a terrific car throughout the entire series. So
It's pretty nasty on the fuel, so you have to really short shift it to be competitive. But that thing just guzzles it up. So you've got to really short shift almost before it shows up on the power band.
So as a complete qualifying, Early's holding everybody out at the moment. Squiddy second, so it's a BMW 1-2. Adam V10 is still holding third.
Are we missing pure axle tonight?
I think we're missing pure axle, we're missing Footner.
yeah, we're
Actually,
missing quite a few.
where has pure axle gone?
Yeah,
Was he in earlier?
RSVP'd, I think.
No, he's not in now.
No. Maybe he's having some dramas.
So look, at the moment, Early has taken qualifying, but I still have my money for this race now that there's no pure axle. I'm going to give it to Adam V10.
Oh, I was going to say that as well. So, all right. All right, you go, Adam. I'm going to go Squidly, actually. I'm going to say Squidly in the BMW. He's probably due one, isn't he?
I'm gonna have to go for Squidly as well, BMW teammate.
Yeah, I'd love to see Adam do well and get up the front. The other one I'd like to see do well is Pagani first time in Lobby EA. It'd be great to see him get a good result. I know I was practicing with him today and he wasn't happy. I think that was an understatement. He was cursing that Lexus like you wouldn't believe. So, yeah, just a Lexus, just incredibly difficult car to drive around here in the wet. So it's funny, I'd like to say it's the same for everyone, but it's not. So let's Piper off the start as well. He'll go nowhere. BMWs will be interesting, and Adam as well. So
you know what, Piper may not get off to a good start, but he's one to watch.
Oh, I don't know why it's put me on the grid, but I'm just going to have to back out of this. But that's cool. There we go. Back into spectating mode.
Penalty commentator.
Yes.
Why don't you leave your car on the middle?
And they're off.
Here we go. Look at that. Oh, Adam's got a great start. So is Panmac. Oh, they're already into it. They're already touching.
Really squirrely as they try to get off the line there. So Adam V10 from third. Looks like he's going to get the whole shot into the first corner, although Early holds him out.
Super Dragon in there as well.
It's great driving by Early to get the whole shot into the first corner.
Yeah, definitely. It's you've got the whole pack breathing down your throat now, and these first few braking markers are crucial.
So great overtaking opportunity
Beautiful.
here. Yeah, considering how hard it is in the wet, it's really good driving by the boys. Keeping it nice and clean. So Adam overtakes Early.
Piper's still struggling back in ninth.
Yeah, it just doesn't get off the line, that Audi.
He needed a push off the line there.
They do.
Oh, we've missed something. Adam V's out in front.
Yeah,
he did that on the second corner, so at Nicky Lauder curve.
Yep, so he's out in front. Well, what you want to do out in front now is you need to get a bit of a gap going. You don't have to worry about fuel here. You can use all the fuel you want, and the tyre as well, because the tyre doesn't really wear too much here. But the other boys will want to get a wriggle on. So Pan Mac also in fourth. He's looking at Super Dragon as well.
Yeah, look, Adam just needs to focus, pick his braking markers, and just keep hitting them, and really try to control that throttle. So it's quite difficult to make time up if the person in front of you is running consistent.
It is
It'd be
very
amazing
hard.
if he wins. If he wins his first appearance in Division 1 and comes away with a win, that could be one for the record books.
Oh, as we see Pan-Mac just a little bit sideways. So easy to do out of that turn. It's also really easy to pick up a penalty through that turn. As I picked up 2 penalties there today.
Rightly so too, might I add.
So Adam, he's just opened up a second lead over early.
Yeah, Adam's a great driver. He's a great fair driver. He's a young guy. Very, like I said before, very consistent on board.
We see Squiddy make a move on Pan-Mac, sorry. He's going to get it done at Nicky Lauda curve. Oh, yep, gets it done nice and clean.
Squidly.
Oh, a lot of wheel
He
spin
struggles to get the power down on that BMW.
Yeah, that tighter line, it's so hard to get the power down.
He's just got a nose out in front of Pan-Mac.
So, but he's got the inside run coming down into this next turn, so...
What was your braking marker there? Right on the strip?
In the wet, so I was braking at about the 175, so sort of between the start of the ripple strip and the 150 marker.
Yeah. See, Pan-Mac gave Squidly plenty of room then. He knew he was there. Didn't want to turn in on him in the wet, which is fantastic racing.
Yeah, look, it would have been silly to try to make a move on the outside around that curve.
And it's easy to see Tombo behind as well. Behind Pan-Mac is capitalising on it now, so
yeah.
Tombo's on a bit of a move.
Yeah, Tombo having a nice drive. Tombo's on controller and it's automatic too, so you know he's got his hands full tonight.
He's automatic, is he? Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So, but no, Tombo will be doing a great job, and I think he's the lead forward driver. So he's been carrying the rest of us forward boys all season.
Well, that's good on him.
So just go back through the rest of the field and see where everybody is. So as we said, Tombo's in 6th behind Pan-Mac. MPR behind Tombo. Pagani in the Lexus in 8th. With Piper in 9th. Zoo in 10th. And Intrinsic bringing up the rear in 11th in that stunning looking Jag.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap opened up at the front. Might be worth sitting and staying with Piper for a second, maybe just a lap to see how he goes in that Audi.
Yeah, let's jump on board with him, why not?
I think out of all the configurations of the car, this is obviously the only front-wheel drive car out in the field. There's no GTR in this field, so yeah. That Audi, I got to be honest, you know, that Audi at certain rounds this year, it had a massive advantage, a massive speed advantage. So I'm not too unhappy to see poor old Piper down in 9th. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, look, poor old Piper. You know, he struggled in that Audi R8 in the Group 3s, but he's had, you know, he's pretty much dominated in the Group 4s, and yeah, she'd be really tough in a front-wheel drive car in these conditions.
Yeah,
and he's 3rd on the Group A leaderboard, so he's still got a couple of rounds to try and make an improvement on that.
Yeah, well, next week's the big one, isn't it? Or we've got it spread over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The Nürburgring GP and GR3s. We've got to get through this one first.
So there's a couple of little battles developing at the moment. So we've got a nice little battle between Squiddy and Super Dragon for 3rd place. We see Squiddy try to make a move on Super Dragon coming up to the first corner here, and it looks like he's going to get it done. He's had an excellent drive out of the Red Bull Mobile corner onto the
Tombo's
straight.
the same, behind. Tombo
Yeah,
just got
Tombo's
past
done
Pan-Mac.
the identical move, but Squiddy's come, I mean, Super Dragon's come back on the inside of Squiddy there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give it up, does he?
No, that's fantastic driving by the two boys. And it looks like Pan-Mac's done the same on Tombo. Tombo's actually picked up half a second penalty, which he should be able to lose under braking here. You can actually kill a second penalty from braking at that 150. But he's bought Pan-Mac and MPR, as we see MPR spin around.
Whoa!
He's done that by himself there by the looks of it.
It's easy to do. It really is easy to do.
I don't know if you can get a replay of that, but
yeah,
it looks like he turned himself around.
coming into the braking zone. Oh, he's got Pagani on his right. Little bit of contact, that's probably all that did it. It doesn't take much.
Oh,
No, especially through there, it's really easy. You know, when you're trying to turn the car, you get the slightest bit of contact and it just spins you.
yeah, Pagani picked up
So
a
it's
penalty
really
as well.
unfortunate.
Yeah, Pagani's got had a half a second penalty. Wants to run wide somewhere.
So Tombo's just lost a bit of time to Parmac out of that. But Squiddy is still all over the back of Super Dragon. They're also caught up to early as Adam V10 is just running away with it with a 3.5 second lead
Sure
over the
is.
rest of the field.
It's a great
So-
battle in second, third, and fourth at the moment.
Yeah, I think this is where we want to be as we see Super Dragon make a move on early here.
Yeah, wow.
So you're going to get it done on the brakes.
Oh,
A little bit of a touch
Squidly
there,
gets
but
a great
great
exit.
driving.
Squidly got a great exit there. Oh, through the middle. No.
oh, bit of a tap.
So
early.
I reckon Squiddy can get a move on early here.
Oh,
And he has. Early's the big loser out of that one.
oh, wait for the cut back.
See if he can go
See what
for it.
Early's going to do. Oh, Early's going to go around the outside.
Squiddy with the cutback.
Oh,
Early
early.
just drives around
Wow.
him. Unbelievable.
That was a smart move. That was a good rate. That was a good,
That's great driving there by
Yep.
Early.
great bit of driving.
But the more these guys battle, the more it brings the other competitors back in. So we now see Parmac tacking onto the back of it. And
Yeah,
also see Tombo going to be on the back probably in the next two corners.
Yep. Early's driving it a bit like you, Rexy. A bit sideways through some of those turns, getting them crossed up.
Look, it's the only way to do it. You know, you may as well put on a show while you're out there.
You might as well. It's easy to spin here as well, and once you do have a spin, it's almost impossible to get going again. It's just so frustrating.
It is. You're losing a good 10, 15 seconds trying
Yep.
to get the car back going again. But at the moment, the battle for second is a five horse race
It is.
with Early leading him.
Yeah, Adams laid down the fastest lap at 52.7, so
Yeah,
he's got all that clear air.
4.7.
Yeah,
It's his race to lose at this point.
pretty much. And that's what it's going to take, isn't it? A mistake. Oh, you see Super Dragon there.
Tombo got a little bit sideways out of that last corner as well.
Yeah, Tombo's just dropping off a little bit, but that. Oh, Super Dragon.
Yeah, bit of a tap.
Yeah, Super Dragon and Squidly side by side. Oh, he wants a
He just tucks
slipstream.
in behind Super Dragon there.
Yeah, definitely wants a slipstream.
Let's see if Squiddy tries to make a move under brakes. Nah. He's just content to sit back for the moment.
Oh. Gets
Although
up inside,
Super
doesn't
Dragon runs a little bit wide there, and that Merc though, it gets its power down so well.
Yeah, this rain I think is a bit of a great leveler. And a lot of the cars suffered understeer, but in the rain you've got to slow the car so much that a lot of that understeer disappears. Like the Mustang is one of those cars. Oh,
there's a-
Squidly. Oh,
They all went a bit wide there.
yeah. So you got to get your car turned. You got to get your nose into these corners.
Yeah, look, I was running brake bias all the way to the front. So I was having 5 to the front, which was just really helping the nose turn in. And then a bit of throttle control to sort of keep it there.
Yeah, I had a -3 to the front of the Lexus.
Meanwhile, Adam's
So-
got a 5.4 second lead.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he's just
huge.
running away with it. Like, he's just consistently doing 152s.
When I drove in that Aston Martin around here, the gearing of that car is perfectly suited to this track in the wet. Like, it is really nice to drive.
Yeah, it really is. It gets its power down well. It's just smooth. It's sort of point and shoot.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was really enjoyable. I didn't have a go of the Lexus, but you know, from a Mustang point of view, it was really hard to get that power down.
Oh, as Tombo makes a mistake. Oh, that's cost him. Pan Mac's gone through.
So easy to do. I don't know if we can get a replay of that, but so easy to make a mistake on any of these corners.
Yeah.
So
Turn.
yeah, we can go to replay. Who do we want to be on? Tombo or
Tombo.
Pan Mac?
Tombo.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
Yeah, gosh.
Early's made a mistake as well, sorry.
Yeah, it's Squiddy. Squiddy's now up into second. Early's dropped back to fifth. But he's not
Nice
out of
work,
it, that's for
Squidly.
sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah, look, Squidly and I had a race around here earlier this week, and it was fantastic, nice and clean. We were shoulder to shoulder pretty much the whole time.
Pan Mac's just got to be a little bit patient. He doesn't want to give Super Dragon too much of a tap through the corner. But Squidly's got a nice little gap there. I mean, it's not massive. It's just under a second, but that's just all the buffer you need when you're heading into the last lap.
Yeah, you know, he's just given himself a little bit of breathing space. You know, he's shown that he's probably a little bit quicker than the rest of these boys. He's got himself into some clean air and he's taken advantage of it.
Super Dragon, yeah.
So really now, I think it's a race for third.
It is.
Pan Mac's got a great drive out of that last corner there.
He sure does. Oh, Super Dragon's going defensive.
Final lap.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, Super Dragon. Pan Mac's just got a little bit too wide through that corner and stepped the car out too much.
The other one to
Lost
keep an
a bit
eye
of
on is
ground.
early. Just make sure, you know, keep an eye on early.
Oh, Squiddy, nice and sideways out of that corner.
Yeah, as Pan Mac gave Super Dragon a little tap through there as well. So Squiddy looks like he's got a nice little gap.
So Adam with a 7-second lead over the rest of the field. He has dominated his first race in Div 1. So great driving by Adam. But it's not over between the rest of them. Although Squiddy's got a 1.3 second lead over Super Dragon now.
Yeah.
Early's pushing hard.
Early's
Yeah,
pushing
Early
real
was.
hard.
Or was he made a mistake? No.
No, he's going to get a good drive out of this next corner though. All over the back of Pan Mac.
Pan Mac's defending well.
If I was early, I'd be trying to set myself up for a good run out of that last turn.
So would I. It's easy to say sitting
So
here
you
watching
really
it.
want to get nice and close and just try and straight line through this.
But Adam,
So Adam gets the win. Yep.
Well done to Adam. Early's on the gas. Is he
Squidly
going to
gets
do
there.
it?
Oh, Tombo's on
Does
the gas
he have
as
to
well.
drive? He's not going to. Pan Mac holds him off.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic driving there by Adam. He's led from start to finish. His first race in Div 1 and he's just smashed them. So congratulations
well
to Adam V10. Squiddy's done well, taking
great
out.
job.
I think that's his first podium for Div 1 this year for Squiddy, so well done to Squiddy. Super
Yeah, nice
Dragon.
work.
Also, I think that's his first podium. So well done, boys. Nice clean racing in what is a really difficult conditions to race in.
Sure is, and well done to
PRM.
Pagani too. His first Lobby A race, and he held out Piper. So that's no mean feat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. So just
Wow.
having a look at all the comments here,
Oh yeah.
which they all just disappeared because I wanted to look at them. So that was race 1.
Yeah, wow. So now it's almost, what do you reckon, intermediates or wets? Everyone on intermediates?
Has to be. Intermediate's the second quicker. I don't see the point in staying on wets. And
No.
I think you'll see that most of these guys will jump onto intermediates here.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, if you're interested in participating in wheel-to-wheel racing, head to our Facebook page and look for Wheel-to-Wheel Racing League and click on the sign-up button. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you're enjoying the stream.
Yeah, jump on the channel.
I'll just bring up the team leaderboards for a second here while we're taking a short break.
Yeah, let's see who's doing what.
Yeah, BMW seemed to have a decent lead over Mercedes in second place, and then McLaren up in third. Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I would have thought McLaren would have been up there, you know, at least second place. Pure axles dominated all season, as we all know, for at least Div 1. But the BMWs across the rest of the divisions must be pulling their weight.
I tell you what, sorry, Adam is incredibly smart. He's just gone out straight away on some intermediates just to get the feel for the track. Is he on intermediates actually?
He'd have to be.
Squidward's still on the wet.
Your braking markers are so different.
Yeah, he is.
On the intermediates.
Yeah. It is quite an interesting transition going from the full wet to the semi-wet and running the intermediate tyre. To me, it almost felt like you were back on a dry track to a certain degree. You still had to watch your mid-corner grip and your corner exit, of course, and yeah, it offers a lot more grip.
Yeah, look, it is. It's still really squirrely out there. You really do need to watch your throttle control. But look, going from the conditions that we just saw to this next race, it does feel like you've just gone straight onto the dry track.
So Piper will be starting up near the front for this one. Let's see how he goes. Hopefully he has a bit more luck this race.
Yeah, definitely. And just as we touched on it earlier, so this is literally the last race of the GR4s for this series, season 5. We're at Nürburgring GP circuit next week, which will be a lot of fun, doing the full circuit for a super enduro, 90 minutes.
Yes, I believe it's going to be the Group B that we'll be watching next week, followed by Group Div 1 the following week. Is that correct? So Div 2, Div 1, or is it Div 1 then Div 2? So for the enduro.
Yeah, so the first weekend we'll have Division 2, and then we'll finish with Division 1 on the final weekend.
Yeah. So it should be an interesting race. Strategy is going to be a massive part of it. I think you're going to need to pit just about every second lap. None of the Mustang will. But while we're at the Red Bull Ring, fuel's going to be come into play here tonight. 16 laps. A lot of them are probably going to go for a nose stopper. You'd think Tombo is going to struggle to do a nose stopper in that Mustang. I don't know about the Lexus.
Yeah, Lexus is easy.
Or the
BMW.
But look, I think all of them other than the Ford should be able to make it without getting fuel.
It's quite a long stop here. I think if you've got track position and you're in the lead, you've got to. It's very hard to go in the pits and relinquish that number 1 place. Yeah, I guess we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, look, I went from like 5th to last.
Yeah, you just don't want to do it.
And I didn't take tyres on board either. I just put fuel in and kept going. Tyres aren't really a factor around here.
No, they're not.